Hey, how's everyone doing? This is New York Dan here. Greetings. Is everyone ready to kick off the weekend? We made it through another week. Yeah, and in New York, that's an accomplishment because it's the worst weather of the year, the worst time of year weather-wise. Yeah, it's a victory to get this week done. And it's also super dark. Gets dark up here around 4:30 in the afternoon. It's not good, guys. So, yeah, we're going to do a little Sarasota Tim talk today. There's been no new video by Nomadic Fanatic. He's gone into hiding, folks. But that's a good thing because I'm tired of having to make so many videos. It's a prison job. Yeah, I you know what? It was hectic this week with all the stuff going on with Nomadic and stuff. And you got the Sarasota Tim drama. Yeah, I was able to make... I made up a couple AI things. I posted one, BE here. I hope BE's got a sense of humor. Come on. That's gotta be, come on. It's pure comedy because the video itself, if you think about how ironic it is, because it's definitely made with AI. Yet the guy is saying, he's like, I'm flesh and blood, pal. Flesh and bones or something like that. Yeah, I'm 100% real. And then the dumb thing, it was so weird because he was supposed to fog a mirror. That was the concept of that video. It was supposed to show him fog a mirror, but it totally, whatever goes on with AI, it totally goes off the rails. And it said in the video, he says, you see that? No fog. He's like, that's right. I'm flesh and bones. I'm real, pal. Yeah, it's all craziness. The world of AI, it's totally crazy. So that's up on the channel shorts if you guys didn't see it. Huh. And I got another one coming up. That's like... I actually made it. I just got to finalize it and put it up there. I made one about Nomadic Fanatic. It's coming up on the channel shorts. We'll see what you guys think of it. So here's the deal. I watched Tim's first video earlier today when I got up. And I think, I'm going to tell you guys right now, it was called Stop Waiting for Tomorrow, the reality check we all need. It was put up 14 hours ago. Yeah, that was like his morning video. Then it looks like he did 4 videos today. He went on his first trip on my Honda Goldwing, was his next video. Wow, it got a whopping 1.5 thousand views. Yeah, that moto vlogging, that's not necessarily a winner. Then he went through Sud Stop Car Wash. That only got 379 views as of right now. And he posted it 4 hours back. That's a real womp, womp, womp. Who would have thought it wouldn't be a smash hit? Come on, he went through the car wash, damn it. And then he did some grilling on his Q1200 grill. That was his last video, just posted 3 hours ago. I thought the Q was broken. We got to find out how he got that to work. Unless he didn't pay for the propane he didn't have enough money to refill his propane tank. That might be what was going on. Anyway, I'm going to tell you about the first video that I watched. And then I'm going to do the next 2. I'm going to tell you about it. We're going to talk. Yeah. We're going to get into it. There may be a little help from AI on those next 2. Being that New York Dan, he done got no time to watch that. Because He been busy doing stuff. I was going to fill some good Christmas lights for you tonight or this evening. Yeah, I'm going to get them. Don't you worry. Tomorrow. And I'm going to an event tomorrow where they have, if you guys remember, Lionel trains. They're very expensive trains. Yeah, I am going to an event where they're going to have three or four different Lionel trains. And there's some kind of commemorative U.S. like G.I. Joe type salute train, a tribute train. It's part of a $2,000 train set. Yeah, you're going to see it all tomorrow. Yup. Actually going to do some of my own content. Have to. Nomadic's off the track. He's been derailed. We'll see. Maybe, unless he'll surprise us and post a video. I've been looking at the comments, or as I get notified, I've been going through all my comments today. And there keeps hitting Nomadic. There's a lot of commenters. They're still talking about him. And one of the latest comments I just saw before I filmed this, someone was saying that he's not wanted by the police, and the guy wasn't seriously injured. And he left quartzsite because he chose to. So, I don't know. Are they trying to sugarcoat it? I don't know. No one knows. We'll see what happens if more Nomadic Fanatic videos come out over the weekend. If he posts anything. Yeah. In the meantime, I'll have to make my own content up. Imagine that. So, okay, here's what's going on here with Tim. In the video he did today, he talked about an epic. He was watching another YouTuber's epic cross-country motorcycle trip. This is what's going on here. He's dreaming. Yeah, he wants to do this kind of motorcycle travel, and he said he's done it before. And the whole point of that video was, if you have a passion or you've done something before like that and you want to do it again, yeah, what he says, stop waiting for tomorrow, the reality check we all need. I don't need AI to tell you this because I watched it. That sounds like some kind of life-inspiring, some kind of mentoring. I have to put that on silent. Yeah, it sounds like it's very important, right? The message or whatever. But it turns out it's not important at all. It's kind of the same old message he's been talking about. He's saying, recreate that motorcycle trip that I did many years ago. He's like, I'm going to recreate it. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. That's all that message was about. And he's like, yeah, if you did something before and you want to like have fun redoing it again, do it. Why wait for the future? And I think he's right on the money about this. Maybe I should do another cruise. No, to be honest with you guys, I'm tired of going on cruises. I went on 3 cruises in 3 months, and by the time I got to the third one, I felt like I was a worker on the cruise. I felt like I was in the military, going in the Navy, and Leslie dropped me off at the train station. And I had like my bag and everything. I felt like I was a damn recruit going off to report for duty again. It was over the top. I had a great time, don't get me wrong, but let me put it this way. I enjoy being home. Yeah, I actually enjoy being at home and doing stuff. I don't mind it. I have a lot of fun. I'm going to go see those trains tomorrow. Leslie's going to come over. We're going to do something good for dinner, hopefully. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on this weekend. I actually have a lot of fun when I'm home. I can run my own cars. When I was on those cruises, I was away so long, I was like, oh, I miss driving my car. Yeah, I was like, I wonder how land life is. And the thing about those cruises, it's like, it's kind of like if you don't do one for a while, you miss it. And then it's like, it's that much better when you go on it. If you haven't been on one in a while, then when you go on it, you really appreciate it a lot. Yeah, you got to savor the flavor. That's what it's all about, guys. So maybe that's the same thing with Tim's motorcycle trip. It's going to be that much better because he's missed doing it in the past, and he'll be excited to get back on the road. If you do a motorcycle trip all the time, you probably are going to be bored with it, or it's going to get old. Well, I'll tell you one thing, it's a hell of a lot more wear and tear on you, and more probably, you got to be hardcore doing the motorcycle travel. He claims his bike is like a Cadillac, but it's still, you got to be alert, you got to be paying attention. It's different than riding in a car where you're in a comfortable seat and you don't have wind noise. You have climate control. You can listen to the radio, especially if you have a car that has good sound insulation. Yeah, it's a whole world of difference. But, you know, it's a tough, traveling by motorcycle, it is a challenge. We'll see if he can do it. We'll see if he pulls it off. And hopefully, I'm afraid the writing's on the wall. We're a little worried about this. That old Granny Warbucks is going to be driving that damn Cadillac right behind him. And he's going to pull in for the night and set up that tent. And then he's going to go over to the Hilton Tom or whatever. We'll have a room for them. And it's all going to be BS. We're a little worried about that. Don't do us dirty. Sarasota, you better be listening. Don't do us dirty. A lot of people are counting on you to be honest. Give an honest motorcycle road trip. We don't want to be done dirty. Yeah, don't be giving me this garbage. They'll put a horse trailer behind Grandma Warbucks' Cadillac and tow the bike. And then he'll just pretend he'll drive up on it at the tent site. He'll be like, oh, this was a long trip on the Goldwing. Yeah, she rode great, folks. Don't do that. It's got to be legit. Yeah. We'll make him show the odometer when he leaves and when he arrives at the campsite. And yeah, he's going to have to do a time lapse of himself sleeping in the tent the whole night. How's that? A time lapse. Steve Wallace does that. He does that camping. He does stealth camping. And he actually does that. He'll set a camera up and it will show him the whole night what happens with his tent. And he shows him in it, like tossing and turning. And you'll see like the moon go by and the stars or whatever. Yeah, you'll see it get light out. That's what you need, a time lapse. So there's no phony baloney. Now I'm going to tell you something else that's really crazy. Oh, Tim also mentioned, speaking of Granny Warbucks, I don't know if this is about her or not, but he said at one time in his life, he was living what's called a prison life. He said he was kind of, he implied he was stuck with someone he didn't want to be with for a long time. And he was in a prison life. I don't know what to make of that one. That's not AI, folks. I watched it and I heard him say that. Yeah, he had to make changes, and he said he's living his best life now. Now is the time. He's having the best time of his life. Yup. He's not allowing anything in his life that he doesn't want. Somebody comes to collect their golf clubs. I don't want that in my life. I don't want to give those golf clubs back. Huh? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. He's not allowing anything he doesn't want. He's taking the bull by the horns. Oh, this is what I want to talk to you guys about. He was going crazy for this YouTube. It's a thing called Epic Cross Country Motorcycle Trip. He mentioned it on his channel if we want to find it. It is a guy with his girlfriend, and they're on some kind of a chopper, or what does he call it, a soft tail? What does it have, suspension in the back? It looked almost like a hardtail, that thing. And he showed it on his screen, their video, and they had a little tent, and they set it right next to the bike, and they're sleeping in it and stuff. Yeah, you know what's going on? The girl, she's a young girl. Yeah. And Tim's all excited to watch that, and that's how it's getting views, because that girl is in the video. Yeah, they're going to go to a swimming hole, and the girl's going to wear her bikini or whatnot. It's all about that. That's why the thing's getting views. If it was a guy driving his motorcycle and he didn't have a girl with him, it wouldn't get any views. Wouldn't get any views, guys. It's ridiculous. That's what it's all about. And Tim's going gaga over that girl. It's like that girl he saw at Walmart that he was fascinated about. He was interviewing. And she had a boyfriend, and they were like 15 or something, or 16. And he was like, "You got yourself a fine woman there." Yeah. It's the same kind of thing. He's into this motorcycle adventure, guys, because that girl's in it. Huh. Yeah. There's plenty of motorcycle videos that have old men in it. But he's got to find the one that has the girl. And she's not like Granny Warbucks either. Actually, to be honest with you guys, I think it's a very rare thing that you're going to find a girl, a younger girl like that, that's willing to travel on motorcycle. I'm trying to twist Leslie's arm to get her to do camping. And she's like, maybe one night. She's not big on these girls. This is all guy stuff. These guys love to fantasize about this stuff. But in reality, girls they're not really big on a lot of this stuff. Yeah. And I know there are some that like Harleys and they go to events and stuff like that. But these guys are dreaming. Like, like Easy Rider. Yeah, didn't they have, in that movie, he had a girl on his bike, all the rides with them, the biker gangs. Oh, that thing, CC Rider. Yeah, that movie, I checked it out. I watched that with Joe Namath. Yeah. It's all kinds of these glorified flicks with the bike, and the girls are like all impressed because the guy's got the motorcycle. That's all Hollywood, baby. That's Hollywood. That don't happen in real life. You get a motorcycle, you're gonna have a bunch of gray-haired guys like Sarasota Tim with beards coming over to check that bike out. They're gonna be like, "Ah, that's a real nice bike you got there, buddy." Yeah, guys like Tater, and that's who likes these bikes. Come on. I like motorcycles too, don't get me wrong, but I'm just telling you guys a reality check here. I mean, it's not, for whatever reason, mostly guys are the ones into this stuff. They want to hear the thunder with them. What does he call those damn, the damn thing? The Heinsberry pipe he's got on the Harley. The Reinhard. The Reinhard pipe. Yeah, it's speaking of that. Yesterday he was talking about some lady that sounded like she smoking a crack pipe. She smuggled cocaine or something. We don't know what's up with that. Yeah. All kinds of pipes. So, yeah, that's what's going on with his first video. Oh, I'm going to talk just for a minute or two. I'm not going to go on too long about it. Otto's Retirement Corner. He put out a new video. He said he's still alive. And he's been wearing a heart monitor, and they don't even know exactly what's going on, if he's really having heart attacks now. Well, the first one, the test showed it was, but now he's like backtracking and saying maybe it's something else. And they're monitoring him. His heart goes in. Maybe it's like AFib. It beats fast or something, and he feels like dizzy or something. Yeah, there's strange stuff going on with him. Otto, but he's still around. He was missing like Tater for a few days. There was no posting for a while during the week. I forgot to mention it because I've been so busy covering Nomadic Fanatic. But yeah, poor Otto. He went through some kind of cardiac problems. He's back at home. Hopefully he's doing okay, and hopefully he'll stay off the treadmill for a while. He kept going on that. Every time he went on that, he would have a problem. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. The guy's so thin, I don't know why he's even bothering with the treadmill either. Like, it's not like he's trying to lose weight. Oh, and he's doing that vegan diet. He said the hospital didn't even have that much food for him that he could eat because he's all vegan. You can't win. You go in there and you're carnivore, you don't have enough, they're not going to serve you enough meat for you to eat. You go in there and you're vegan, you're not going to have enough vegan stuff to eat. It's craziness, guys. Yeah. Oh, I've been using this stuff, the cayenne pepper. It's Wellness Month on my channel, folks. Look how much I ate already. Look at this. Yeah, man. It's like a drug. We're going to put it on a mirror. Yeah, it's already down. My supply, it's going down, guys. I'm going to put this on a little bit. I have a pizza piece left. I got 2 pieces. I ate one for dinner yesterday. I'll probably have the second one tonight. It has broccoli on it. Yeah, and I'll put this. It's not, I know it's a lot of carbs to pizza. I got to be real careful about how much of it I have. I actually had a bit of a Christmas dinner earlier today. Honey baked ham. Have you guys had that? It's pretty good stuff. I don't know how healthy it is, but it tastes pretty good. Now, I didn't have a ridiculous amount of it. And I may have had a piece of cherry pie for dessert. Just yay big, yay big. So, yeah, one of my subscribers asked, Soul Base Kenny, shout out to him. He asked about stock trading, and he asked me, could I give him some pointers or tell him about how to do it? Yeah, well, I replied to his comment. I said, there's a lot of videos on YouTube and like people with a system, and they want to sell you their secret, their program, how to do it. Well, a word of caution, if they think about this, if they really could make a lot of money doing trading with their system, why do they need to make money selling you the system? It's because the system they have doesn't work, and they're making money by doing YouTube or selling a program on how to trade stocks. Yeah, if anyone really is successful with stock trading and they're making a ton of money with it, trust me, they're not going to be big on telling everyone in the world on what they're doing. They're going to keep that secret. Yeah, they're not going to tell everyone how to do it. The only people that tell everyone how to do it are the ones that aren't successful with it because they're not making any money, so they want to sell a program. No, but I'll give you guys the scoop. I'll give you guys the honest scoop on it. I'll give you guys some pointers if you want to know about what to do. I mean, if you're investing money and you don't want to lose it all, I can tell you some valuable tips. Yeah, a little at a time in the video, just like my wellness month, I'll be giving some tips and helping you guys out in each video. If I can remember this, remind me if I forget. But with the stocks, my advice is, if you're starting off, don't buy any companies that, if you ask someone in public or someone on the street about a company, right? Like Carnival, the cruise line. If you ask someone about Carnival Cruise Line, they're going to know what that is, right? If you ask them about a big company like IBM, or with all this AI stuff going on like NVIDIA, they're going to know what those are. Yeah. Stick with companies like that people that if you ask them about it, they know what it is. That's my first tip of advice for someone that's just starting out, because you have to be a real advanced trader. I do it. I trade companies that are like new companies, IPOs, initial public offerings. A lot of them revolve around high technology companies. Yeah, I do trade them, doing like day trading, so to speak. But these things are extremely risky. You don't know what's really going on behind the scenes, like with the accounting and everything. Yeah, it's very complex. And I don't think anyone that's a new stock trader should get involved in doing those kind of trades with companies that people don't know about. Yeah. And there's another important thing to watch out for. It's called the PE ratio, price earnings ratio. Yeah. That tells you basically how much earnings per share divided by, what does it do? The PE ratio divides into the stock price. So in other words, you want a company that has a PE ratio that's like under like 40 or 50. Yeah. If a company's PE ratio is pumped way up and it's like 200, that means the company basically has very little earnings and people have speculated on it and they pumped it way up. You might see weird numbers on the PE ratio that don't make sense, like a negative or some strange number. That's probably bad information. The company, in other words, it doesn't have earnings. It's real risky. Be careful. You could get burned. Those are more casino bets once the PE ratio gets out of hand. I'll talk more about it. We'll talk more. One of my friends actually, he was kicking around with the idea. He had a lot of money that he wanted to like get in on the stock game. He knows I do trades and I make money and stuff like that. And first he was alluding that he was going to like throw money on me to like trade for him. Then he's like, oh, you know what? I want you to train me on how to do it. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I don't want to get involved with that, because a lot of the trades I do are only a couple minutes. You know, I'm in and out real fast. And I don't want to give people a recommendation on buying something and then the thing goes down the next day or a few seconds later and they blame me. Yeah, and I wouldn't want to be trying to train him, and then if he can't handle it, he might not be able to understand all the stuff that's going on. I think people can understand it real easy when I explain it, but a lot of people are lost when I start talking stocks. Yeah. Once I start talking about the numbers and things, what you want to do, price points, what you want to get in, they get lost. It gets tricky, and especially, I wouldn't even do options if you're a new trader. The options are more of a casino bet. Yeah. But I'm going to keep it short for tonight with this stock talk. A little bit, I'll talk a little bit each night or each day when I do my vid. So, yeah, to start out with, I would do some solid stocks. And who knows, we might be in for a Santa Claus rally. It might start going up now. So, yeah. Now it might be a good time to get in on some trades, to buy stuff. Not necessarily day trading, but you buy things that you're going to hold for into the new year and see how it pans out. I'll give you guys some company names if I come across, if I'm doing some trades I feel really good about. I did that. I mentioned the Walmart trade I did the other week, and I actually cashed it out with a $500 profit almost. Yeah, and it went up even further, but then it slid back down. I'm looking at it, maybe buy it again. It's actually sliding back down. It went down to 114 something today. It had been up like 117. Who knows? Hey, if it goes back up, that's like, you're talking about $2, a $2.50 range you could cash in on. I don't know. We got to watch it. It's complicated. We'll see on Monday how things go. So anyway, let's see what else is going on. Oh, so see how bad I'm doing here. I have a tendency to automatically make videos very, very long. I try to keep it compact, Jack, and that's a fact. Yeah, I was going to just mention it turns out they caught the Brown University shooter, and unfortunately he was found deceased in a suicide at a storage unit in New Hampshire. Yeah. So at least they got him. The bad part is, it turns out he was over here on some kind of a diversity visa, a work visa, and he was from Portugal. And the professor that he allegedly shot, he was from Portugal as well, and they knew each other. It might have been a case of sour grapes. The professor at MIT was very successful, and this guy wasn't. And he snapped. I don't know why he would shoot at the students. That's really a shame. I mean, apparently he had an axe to grind with that professor. Who knows what happened? But yeah, so long story short, they are actually banning those visas now. Their Homeland Security, they put a stop to that. Yeah, you know what? Other countries, a lot of them are very tough. If we want to go over to, I saw some travel things on YouTube. If we want to go over to another country, there's some places there like kind of like paradise. It might have been Lisbon even. Lisbon. That's Portugal, right? Is that its own country? Long story short, they require us to show proof that we have income or enough funds to actually live without going broke in their country. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, we should have requirements like that. Tap water, guys. Cheers. It's been run through the Brita filter, and it's in Mark's. Mark from Arizona sent me the Cactus Cup. Yeah. It was the pee cup from his dogs, actually. I'm just fooling. But anyway, so yeah, we gotta be careful. Like, if these other countries have these requirements, why don't we should have the same kind of requirement. Who knows what happened? Maybe the guy was going broke, he was desperate, We don't know what happened. He came over here on that visa. So anyway, Tim's vids, he did one on the Goldwing. I'm not even going to bother with that one. What's he going to say? This is the best damn motorcycle. It rides like a Cadillac. Listen to that thing shift. Oh, baby, this thing, yeah. Sud Stop Car Wash going through the tunnel. I'm not even going to do that. Let's see about the ribeye. Well, what is he going to... How many times has he done that Sud Stop thing? Come on. I don't know how he gets views. It's very strange. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. Even the ribeye, how many times has he done this? What Tim does is he films stock footage of him grilling a steak or going through Sud Stop or going to Walmart or something. He has a whole database in it. He has don't be fooled. He has a computer. He has an iMac computer. He has a whole database of this stock footage. So every day he just combines rerun clips of that stock footage into a video to make one to say, because he's lazy. Yeah. He's a very, very lazy man. Okay. Sarasota Tim prepares for a trip to the Florida Keys by grilling a ribeye steak on his Weber Q1200. He discusses his carnivore diet and how he purchased the steak from Walmart. What does this have to do with preparing to go on a motorcycle trip to the Florida Keys? Oh, by the way, speaking of companies and stocks, do you know that the damn Weber was actually owned by BGS Foods? Or that company I trade? This ticker symbol is BGS. And the foods are B&G Foods. That's the company. They own a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, BGS. Just Joe back in the day was knocking on me for trading that. I don't have it right now, but I'm keeping an eye on it. It pays a ridiculous dividend if they don't cut it. It pays like a 19% dividend or some crazy thing. Anyway, while the steak is cooking, he talks about his past experience as a certified PADI diver and how his neighbor, who is a dive instructor, will recertify him. He's certified, all right. He also mentioned plans to make an underwater YouTube video with his neighbor. Wow. I have that underwater camera. I made video underwater. I got some all kinds of cool stuff. Almost like those octopi over there. That right there. Yeah, the video bombed out. It got less views than ever. I'm like, what a waste of time. Nobody want to see that. What are you going to capture? How these videos that just do scenery or they do stuff like that, you go underwater with a camera. Whatever the reason, it's I guess because there's so much of that on cable, Discovery Channel and stuff like that. Those videos bomb out. Nobody even watches them on YouTube. You could have the best damn camera. You could have an 8K camera or something and film an amazing video like that. You put it on YouTube, not going to get any views. Only if you have 1 million subscribers and you're an established channel, then you can put a video of paint drying and you'll get a lot of views, basically. But for the most part, those videos just bomb out. Okay, he shows his new motion light for nighttime video recording. Oh, that thing he's trying to sell? Are you talking about that damn headlamp thing? Yeah, he's trying to sell it with his link or something. He prepares items for his trip, including travel-sized toiletries. Wow. He also boils eggs in the egg cooker for his trip. Is he going this? Is he really going to leave that fast? What is he bringing the ribeye with him in the motorcycle in a Ziploc bag to have when he's on the road? Okay, finally, he brings the cooked ribeye steak to rest and expresses his excitement for the trip to Key Largo the next morning. Oh, so he is, the joke's on me, he is going the next morning to Key West. Key Largo, not Key West. He might see Bertie Higgins in Key Largo. Yacht Rock. Huh. Let's see if there's anything else we can get from this. The AI. What's the trip packing strategy? Why recertify for diving? What's new in dive tech? These are boring. Much like the video itself. Yeah. Okay, I see. He's got his vest ready. He's got a pile of stuff. What, I guess, is he going to bring those eggs with him on the bike? I don't know. We'll see, guys. What happens tomorrow? No, it looks like he's eating the ribeye for dinner. Has nothing to do with the trip. We'll see if it materializes, folks. Stay tuned. Hit the thumbs up. Your friend New York Dan. Yeah, spread the message. Spread the concept, baby. Cheers. Cheers, guys. Straight vodka. Ah, that's strong stuff, guys. It's empty. Woo-wee! That burn going down. I'm going to have a reaction like Tater where he's coughing up coffee grinds. Huh? That was some acting right there. That was tap water from my Brita filter. If that was straight vodka, forget about it. I'd be choking. All right, guys. Yeah, hey, I hope everyone has a good one. And I'm kind of glad Tim's going on this motorcycle trip. And let's hope it's not phony baloney with Grandma Warbucks. Please. Enough. Whenever I see her, I'm like, this is a bummer. The video's going to be worse than ever. I hope he actually goes on this trip, and it's good because Nomadic Fanatic's not putting out video. We'll have something to talk about. I hope everyone has a great day. Hope you're kicking off your weekend. Have a great morning. Yeah, Saturday morning, folks. And I'm going to show you those trains tomorrow, too. Yeah, we got that to look forward to. Yup. All right, guys. This is your friend, New York Dan. I'll see you guys in the next one. Over and out.